How's it going? Joshua Shapiro, the owner of Shapiro Bathrooms, located in Hooksett, New Hampshire. We do service southern New Hampshire, lakes regions down, and we do focus most of our repairs and replacement of residential bathroom remodeling. I wanted to talk today about a wet room and what facilitates the build. First and foremost, you want to make sure that you understand that there is significant demolition involved in making a wet room. It should be significant demolition involved in doing a bathroom, period, because the walls should be ripped out and new waterproofing backer board and things like that should be put in. But what's more significant about the wet room is actually the floor, because the floor itself has to pitch. And so standard construction, your plywood is laid over your joists. And so in order to create a wet room, what has to happen is we need to build up that plywood, which is going to affect the flooring on the outside. So in other words, if you have a 3/4 hardwood floor on the outside of that and you raise that up another 3/4, you're going to have minimum of a 1-inch toe kick or a 1-inch space entering into the bathroom. There's going to be a difference in the level of the floors. And so what we have to do is we have to drop that plywood to the same level as the joists. And so you have to do this by demoing the subfloor and creating a system that's going to work in order to have a seamless transition, or at least seamless as possible. Within 3/4 would be sufficient within the building trade, but we try to be within 1/4 of an inch. And so that's the first process of building the wet room. Then it's the waterproofing of the entire room, and you have to make sure that the proximity of the toilet is very important, because it is very difficult. Obviously, a toilet drains through the floor, so it's very difficult to waterproof that. And so you want to make sure that that's far enough away from your shower area that your water is not going to come out with a typical pan. You have enough volume to be able to build up. If there is like a backup, say you walked out of your shower for whatever reason and a washcloth went over the drain and started to fill up, well, there has to be a certain amount of volume that can take before it's going to overflow and flood your house. Well, that's what we create in the wet room by lowering your plywood. It is a much smaller volume, but there still is a volume area. Some things you need to want to consider in that are your drain system. A lot of the linear drains, they look really nice, but a lot of them have baskets in them to catch hair and different things like that. And so they require regular cleaning, and they often back up while you're taking a shower within a few weeks of the last time you cleaned it. We normally recommend a larger drain, sometimes a 6-inch square drain that goes into a full 2-inch pipe, just because there's really less likely chance of that to back up or have any drainage issues, and you want to minimize your drainage issues with a wet room. You can benefit from having a tub in shower experience, or a shub, a lot of people call them, where you have a bathtub in the same shower area at that point or close by, which is nice because you can take a shower before you get into your tub, and then you can take a shower after you get out, which is more of a shower experience and keeps you cleaner. Honestly, you should probably be taking a shower after you get out of a bathtub anyway, but that's personal preference. I just think that you're bathing and cleaning yourself in the water you're in, and washing is well done after. And so the other things that you can benefit from the wet room are it's seamless and elegant. It's really just a nice flow inside of it. European vanities work really well because they're off of the floor, and so you don't have to worry about the water in the vanity of the floor. Believe it or not, they are very easy to keep clean because it is a wet room. It literally could be washed out with a hose. A lot of times we do recommend that over by the vanity or the toilet. We do recommend doing a chrome or brushed nickel or black hose bib, adapter, so that you're able to use that to wash that room out, because you can only get so far with your hand shower wand in washing your floor. It's a nice benefit. Some people even opt to do the ceiling in a wet room, which is going to allow for that to be all waterproof. To me, it makes it sound a little bit tunnely, so I don't necessarily recommend it. Just because when you do have drywall on the ceiling, it kind of keeps those echoes away and keeps those situations down. Just the volume of the shower, going on while you're in the shower, just amplified if you have a ceiling. Again, I just want to thank you guys for taking time to watch this video. My name is Joshua Shapiro. I am the owner of Shapiro Bathrooms and More, and we are located in Hooksett, New Hampshire. Our showroom is at 11 Kimball Drive in Hooksett. In our showroom, we have many products, and we'd love to come take a look at your project if you'd like us to see it. No pressure, no high pressure sales, no one call close. Would have to see an area, establish a budget before we could do your job anyway. So it never hurts to reach out to us to have a conversation. Thanks.